We get a lot of questions about whether to cut off the flowers of your carnivorous plants or not. Venus flytraps in particular, I would say that Sarracenia, the American pitcher plants, that's like a second. We get a lot of questions about that. But then the Cape Sundews too. It's a very common plant that I know lots of you are growing, and they are copious flowerers. They will make these huge flowers. One of the cycles that you don't see talked about too much, but that we've noticed here a long time ago, is old plants like this one here will sometimes show up and just be huge and giant in the springtime. And there's genetics to that as well. But of course, it just has something to do with all that spring energy and everything's just booming and they're already older plants. So sometimes they'll just get really big and giant. But you can see this flower coming here. And the cycle I want to talk about is if I let this thing flower, the whole plant will shrink right down to a regular size Cape Sundew after a couple months. They kind of flower themselves back down to a normal size. And so if you want more of them, let it flower. It'll make 1,000 seeds. If you don't want 1,000 seeds popping up all over everywhere, and some of you don't, like if you're trying to keep them from, mixing or just whatever, they're pretty harmless in other plants. You can just cut the flower away, and that way, obviously, it's not going to reseed and make 10,000. And also, it'll keep your sundews bigger longer.